Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we're going to look at a really cool free solution called Instant Images. Makes it super simple and quick to upload images to your WordPress website. How this came about is I will often be asked by clients, as we're working through their projects, do you have any sources for high quality images that I can pull into my site? And the funny thing is that every time I would literally give them links to Unsplash, which you see here on my screen, Pixabay, and Pexels. Those are the three I would give them every time. So it's really funny that those three are in this plugin. So it's going to be just that much easier for me now to give them the resources. I literally can just install the plugin for them and show them how to use it, or point them to this video once it's done. And there's also Openverse here, which has subsources to it, which you'll see in this video. So really, really excited about this. This is going to be awesome for the stuff that I do, but I really wanted to share it with everyone because I think it's going to make things awesome for you. I also want to point out that this is now installed on all of the starter sites. Not that this is adding a crazy new feature as far as like, you got to get a starter site to get it. Like, you can go out and get it on your own. It's a free WordPress plugin. So definitely do that. I just say that to say that it's just that much easier now for me to hand off or work with a client on the starter sites now, because this plugin will just be installed, ready to go, and they can start pulling in images. Clients can pull in the images they want from these sources. So really cool, really exciting. Like I said, wanted to share it with everybody. So let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to look at how to replace or put images in place for the default WordPress block editor, as well as with Elementor-based content, okay? I'll let you guys read this, check out this website. It's getinstantimages.com. They've got some paid add-ons. I've reached out to the vendor about a possible partnership. Hopefully we'll hear back and get a partnership going. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But check out that website. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm gonna move some things around here before we get started and take myself off the screen. All right, from our WordPress dashboard, we're gonna pull up posts, and we're working from a copy of the Canvas starter site, which is the latest starter site from the club. And we're gonna edit post 1 with the default WordPress editor. And looking down here we're looking over here on the right-hand side, we see this lightning bolt. This is one way. If you click into that, you can get to instant pages. This little sidebar here, okay? And you can sort by the different sources and whatnot, but we're gonna do this a different way. We're gonna actually scroll down and we're gonna see this featured image right here, right? And we're just gonna click replace. This is gonna bring up a bigger screen for us to work from and search through those images. I'm gonna toggle over to the Instant Images tab, and here we go. So here are all the sources. It defaults to Unsplash, and then there's Openverse, which has those subsources I mentioned. So if you click into there, you now see the subsources of WordPress, Flickr, NASA, SpaceX, and Wikimedia. So really, really cool stuff there. You can sort by orientation, filter by orientation, I should say. Then there's Pixabay, which gives you all kinds of filtering options, and then Pexels. Okay, and there's also each of these providers, you have a search box. Okay, really, really cool stuff. But I wanted to point that out. When you look at an image, so let's go back to that post. Let's look at the post on the front end. So this is the image we're looking to replace. This is the featured image. We see here that it's got a landscape orientation, meaning it's wider than it is tall. So you want to look for something in the landscape orientation realm, okay? So this could qualify for that. All right. So let's run through what we've got here. When we hover over the images, we can like or favorite the image. We can click on this external link icon, and it's going to take us to, in this case, Unsplash, and it's going to show us this exact image on their platform. The other thing we can do is click on the photographer's link here, and it's going to give you more photos by this photographer. So if you like their work, you can find more of their similar work. The real important piece here is this settings cogwheel. If you click on that, you want to edit the image details before bringing it into your site for SEO purposes, okay? Before we do that, I want to bring up another really important piece. We see here that the image is 5,642 pixels wide by 3,761 pixels, okay? That's not going to come into your site. It's not going to come into your site that large, and I'm going to show you why, okay? If we go back to our dashboard, WordPress dashboard, and we go to settings and then instant images, I'm going to draw your attention to the general settings area. There's more areas to set things, but that's more of like advertisements, areas if you have an actual paid license and things like that. But we're going to focus just on this general settings up here at the top. And the reason why I said the image isn't going to come in at the size that they're showing is because of this setting, max image upload width. Now, if you're familiar, in Elementor, there is a layout option. So because we have MyListing websites, we're dealing with the Elementor layout size. It defaults to 1140 pixels. This starter site, I build the sites currently with 1200 pixels wide. So the default setting here of 1600 pixels wide for these images, the max, you should be fine in most cases. It's going to cover that. Whether that's crisp enough for what it is that you're trying to do as far as image quality, that you'll have to toy with. If you have an image-based website where crispness is of the utmost importance, and you've got much larger containers than I'm using here with the 1200 pixels, and you've got like maybe 1400 or maybe you've got 1600, whatever you've got set there, you're going to have to play with this stuff potentially. But I would roll with the defaults here, see how everything looks, and then make the adjustments. That's really the only thing I really want to point out here, because everything else here is not as super important. You can change the default provider if you want, but you saw how easy it is to switch the provider, so that's not a huge deal. So all this to say, I would just roll with all the defaults of instant images and just see how it goes. Okay, so back to our post. We know we need a landscape image. For SEO purposes, we want to name this image. So let's pretend that the Canvas starter site is going to be rebuilt, and it's going to be built as a beach destination listing site. All right, so let's put Canvas. Obviously that'd be the name of the business in here. So let's just pretend business name dash top beach destinations. Okay. And then here it would be business name, business names, top beach destinations, or whatever you want to put it. Top recommendations, destinations, whatever you want to do there. Our alt text says a person standing on top of a hill near the ocean. Okay, let's edit that just a little bit. Standing on top of a hill near a beach by the ocean. All right, let's go with that for our alt text. You can put a caption in here. You can add a photo attribution there if you want, but we're just going to click upload. Okay, we're then going to click set featured image, because what we're doing is we're replacing featured image, right? So there we go. We've replaced our featured image. We're going to click update. And let's view our post on the front end by refreshing the post. Boom, there we go. Now, in this video, I'm not even going to remotely touch image optimization. That is a whole other thing in and of itself. I've got videos and guides on that. We're not going to talk about any of that stuff in this one. The star of this show is how easy it is to change images with instant images. That's it, okay? In this particular video, okay? Now I'm just gonna fly through it. I changed my mind. I want to put a different image in there. I'm just gonna fly through that without talking to you and just to show you, okay? Boom, just that fast. No, there's no going to, and in this case, there was no going out to Unsplash, doing all of that stuff, downloading the photo, doing whatever else I needed to do to it, uploading it to the WordPress site. Done. Now, if you're building websites for people, you can see how amazing this could be, like a time savings and really add value to your clients, right? Really, really cool stuff. All right, so that's replaced. We replaced the featured image. Let's go down here. What if we want to replace this placeholder image in our little gallery here? So select the image. We're just going to click replace. And we are going to go to the media library. So we're going to click open media library. Again, we're in the instant images tab. Scroll down. Let's find us an image. Let's do this one right here. I'm not even sure what this is, but let's click settings. We would change our file name again, our title, our alt text, and click upload. We're just going to, for the sake of time, we're just going to click upload now and select. Boom. Let's do it again. Let's find another image to use. We will just go with this one for the sake of time. And let's do one more. We'll do this one. And you don't have to, if I just keep clicking that settings cog just to get that memory in my brain to remember to do it, because you don't want to just click the import button. You want to set that information for SEO purposes. All right. All right. I'm actually going to replace this one just because I don't really like that image for what we're doing right now. Just because that's me and I want it to look different. So more cohesive. All right. Let's find find something else here. All right, fine. This one's a little better. I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you don't click the settings cogwheel, you can just click on the image. I just don't advise that you do that because it's not good for SEO. All right, there we go. Update the post. Go to the post on the front end, refresh. Boom, there we go. Okay, so that is the default WordPress editor. All right, let's pretend this post was with Elementor. So I'm just going to click on Edit with Elementor button and convert this real quick. So let's pretend, this is not going to be the case, but let's pretend this is how it's built. We have an Elementor image in here. All right. Choose image as you normally would with Elementor. It's the images, again, is an option. Let's say this time we don't want a landscape. We want to put in a nice tall image of this building. Remember, we would click the settings cog in there and make our changes. We're just going to click insert just for the sake of time and select, and there we go. All right. Oh, okay. We've changed our mind. We want to go do something else. All right, let's do this. Let's just do this building right here. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. A month later, I changed my mind. Oh, let's see. Let's go back. Let's see what Pexels has to offer. Ooh, I like this one with the moon. Let's do that one. Select. Boom. All right, let's go to our post. See what we got. You see what I mean? Just really, really cool stuff. The time savings is massive. What this provides is super cool. I'm excited about it. It's free. Trying to get a partnership going and see what those paid add-ons are all about. Hope you enjoyed this video and you see the value. Again, if you get a starter site, this is going to be in there ready to go for you just to start popping in your images. And yeah, hope all is well, guys, and catch you in the next video.